Hello, welcome, and it is yoga time. And welcome to the Medium channel, where, as always, we bring you the spirituality behind the message. And I understand that Doreen has a really amazing chakra set for us today, yes?
Yes, we are going to go through the chakras from the bottom up.
Right, and that's traditionally the way we're supposed to do it, not the way I do, jumping around, but anyway. So, all right. So you guys that are coming in live or watching this as a video, enjoy, and let's get started.
Namaste, yoga friends. Welcome to today's class for Adam. I am going to try to get through all of the 7 main chakras with poses, breaths, mantras, or chants, even possibly showing you the crystal that coincides with that chakra. If you're not familiar with the chakras, Adam has wonderful videos on it, but it's basically different energy points within your body. And those energy points have different colors or wheels of spinning energy. And if you've never seen it, I actually have this beautiful little chakra crystal grid that I'm going to place them on as we go. So the first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to center ourselves and ground ourselves. And that actually has to do with the first chakra, is grounding yourself. But we're going to take a moment to close your eyes and just listen to your breath. Close your eyes and listen to your breath. Listen to your breath as you inhale and listen to your breath as you exhale. It doesn't matter how you're sitting. Just inhale and exhale. And as you do that, notice if your breath is loud or quiet. As you inhale and as you exhale, notice if your breath is soft or hard. Continue to inhale, continue to exhale. Notice how your breath sounds to you through your nose, if you can breathe in and out through your nose. The very first chakra, the root chakra, way down low. The root chakra correlates to the color red. You might not be able to see it if I hold up a ruby. This is a ruby, or the color red, and this is another red stone. Those are the traditional colors for your root chakra. Your root chakra has the sound of lam. So throughout these next few poses, I want you to think in your head or even chant lam. It has the element of earth, the earth element. We're all part of earth. And the root chakra relates to your adrenals. I went to school with somebody right now who I'm thinking of who has adrenal cancer. She's been fighting it for over 10 years. So the root chakra is very tied into that. So let's start out, and we're going to go into the first pose that helps your root chakra feel safe, feel connected, feel grounded. We're going to go into child's pose. Child's pose is you basically curl yourself up and you put your forehead down against the mat or floor. While you're in child's pose, you can be repeating lam. You can be saying to yourself, I am safe. I am connected to the earth. I am grounded. I am a part of the earth. Stay down in child's pose for another moment or two, inhaling and exhaling, listening to your breath at the same time, envisioning the color red, ruby red, all around this lower part of you, way down here. And then we're going to get up to do a pose that's going to also keep us grounded, called the mountain pose. Oops. I'm just going to have to turn you up just a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, mountain pose. You're nice and tall and connected to Mother Earth. Your feet are connected like the roots of a tree. Your arms are at your side. You're going to think about that connection that you feel when you go outside and you walk on the grass and you walk on the earth and you walk in the gardens. Might not be able to do that by you, can do it in the warmer climates right now. Close your eyes, picture that color red spinning. Now, if your chakras are balanced, they're going to spin one direction, clockwise. But if they're not balanced, they might be spinning counterclockwise. So just think about if you can even see that color, how it's spinning for you. Is that red a bright, beautiful ruby red? Or is that red a little bit murky, a little bit dirty? Does that red need some balance? Bring your arms up in raised arm mountain pose, breathing in and breathing out to the sound of Lam. Again, feeling connected, feeling grounded. And then we're going to bring 1 foot forward, 1 foot sideways. We're going to go into our warrior pose. I'm going to go sideways so you can see that better. All right, we're going to go into our warrior series. We're going to stay there looking forward. We're going to think how connected we are, how grounded we are, how safe we are. We're going to go into our other warrior pose. You're going to hold that pose. Again, you can say Lam. Sorry, it's a deeper sound. Lam. Very nice. And then I'm going to bring us all down. We're going to all come down. We're going to do a hand mudra. I think I mentioned I was going to try and do that for each chakra. You're going to touch your pointer, your index finger, and your thumb. Outstretch your arms. Have them rest on your knees. Close your eyes again. Once again, your choice. Lam. Or I am safe. I am connected. I am grounded. And from this, we're going to go 1 chakra up. The next chakra above that root chakra is what's known as your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra, if it is healthy, is a beautiful orange. Again, I'm not sure if you can see these colors, if they'll come across to you or not with my crystals today, but I'm going to take it and put one onto the crystal grid, working its way up. And we're going to work on that sacral chakra, that sound, that sacred sound for the sacral chakra is Vam. So if you'd like to say it in your head or out loud with me, Vam. As we are doing some of the poses, you can keep doing Vam. It is a water element. This is going to be an important week with water because it's a full moon coming. So just know this might come into play. This is also has to do with your reproductive system. In your sacral chakra, we're going to do a couple poses to help our sacral chakra. We're going to do the ones down low first, then we'll get back up, then we'll get back down. We're going to do a lot of up and down today, which I don't always like to do classes that way, but it's the only way I could show you some of the poses today for our chakra class. All right, we are going to be inspiring. We're going to be in our cobra pose. Feet as close together as you can get them. Shoulders down, hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your head up gently and look straight ahead, thinking about the sound of Vam or Vam. Thinking about how creative you are. Thinking about how imaginative you are. These are all part of your sacral chakra. Think about how inspiring you are. And again, Vam. I'm going to slowly have you come up from that cobra pose. You could do more of that together on your own or back watching the video again. I'm going to have us hold on to our knees. We're going to go into what I call the cloud pose. But this is going to help all in that sacral chakra. Move that energy around. If that energy is sitting too long, we don't want to have any kind of blockages in that area. We want to be very creative right now. It's a time where the energy is moving forward, and we need to use our creative juices to be inspiring to others, to use your imagination. Now, another pose is the butterfly series. We're going to put our feet together if you can. Your knees don't have to come all the way down like mine do, but just have your feet close together if you can. And you could even put books or blocks under your knees if they come way up high. Don't worry about it. You don't have to look like me doing yoga. I've been doing yoga for over 25 years right now. Okay, now we are going to continue to say Vam, and we're going to come forward in our butterfly pose as far forward as we can, inhaling and exhaling or chanting Vam, or thinking about how creative you are, thinking about how inspiring you are. And then in the butterfly pose, we're just going to do a quick stretch, one leg or one wing out, come forward towards that foot. Oh, you can't see it. I'm going to turn so you can see it. Coming down towards that one. Vam. Very good. I'm going to switch. I'm going to do the other side. We're going to come down towards that one, head down. Again, look at how inspiring you all are doing this with me today. And then, before we stop our poses, we are going to do the hand mudra for the sacral chakra. And some people will say chakra, some people will say chakra. Potato, potato. We're going to take our right hand, put it in our lap. We're going to have our left hand, opposite, sorry. Right hand on top of our left palm open. One more time. Vam. What color are you seeing in your sacral chakra? Is it a beautiful orange? Is it a dark orange? Is it a murky orange? You want that beautiful orange in that area. We're going to slowly work our ways up to the solar plexus. The solar plexus are yellow. Those of you that work with crystals, this is when you'll be using your citrine. This is one of my favorite personal citrines I carry with me all the time. Here's a larger citrine. And we're going to place that right now on that chakra, on our grid. I love using crystal grids. That's when you place crystals in a certain pattern. And that solar plexus is all about fire in your belly. Digestion. Anybody have digestion issues? I personally don't often, but my husband has a lot of times that. Okay, during the solar plexus, you want to think of the sound Ram. Ram. Now, while we're doing this, we're going to go into the cat-cow series first. We're going to drop our belly and then bring it up. Now, you can think about how strong you are, or you can continue saying Ram. You can think about how powerful you are. Ram. You can think about how amazing you are. Or Ram. I'm going to have us get up and do some twists. When you have digestive issues, twists are a great thing to do to help your digestion flow. So we're going to start off with our triangle pose or Trikonasana. But what you want to do is you want to flip in it. So you want to turn, and I'm going to put my back to you a moment, and you're going to flip in your triangle pose. And that is a twist in the triangle. I'm going to switch to the other side so you can see the other side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come down in my triangle pose first, or Trikonasana. If you need a yoga block to put your hand on, or a book, if you can't reach the floor, that's okay. Even if you need to hold your leg instead of how I do it, that's fine. And then we're going to twist and come down again, and I'm going to look the opposite way up at my hand at the ceiling. Again, this whole time with these solar plexus, that bright yellow, that fire, thinking I am powerful, I am amazing, I am strong. Now, we're going to create some fire. We're going to come down. I'm going to just rub my hands for a moment to create fire. But we're going to create fire by doing some twists. And we're going to twist this way and look behind us with our legs crossed. And again, Ram. We're going to twist this way. Ram. Switch your leg in the front. You have to always balance, so you always have to do both sides. Again, twist. Ram. Or if you prefer the affirmations, I am strong. I am powerful. I bet you can think of some other affirmations that have to do with that. And feeling that fire. I don't know if you're feeling it yet. I hope you're feeling it. There's a spinal twist that we can do on our backs. So we're going to get on our backs. We're going to bring our knees up. And we're going to let it drop to one side. Drop it to one side. Look the opposite way. Ram. Bring those knees back up to center. Drop it to the other side. Look the opposite way. Ram. One more way to modify this and do this. Bring one leg down. Bring your hand to your opposite knee. Bring it across your body and really twist your body as you look the other way that you're twisting. So I'm bringing my left knee to the right and I'm looking over my left shoulder. Ram. Bring that knee back. Let it open off to the side for a moment. Release that leg down. Bring the other leg up. Hold that knee with your opposite hand. Bring it across your body. Look at your opposite arm as you're twisting. Ram. Bring that knee back. Bring it back to center. Very good. And I'm going to gently bring myself back up. I rock myself right up. I'm going to bring my hands into the mudra for the solar plexus. I'm bringing them down in namaste. I'm going to cross my thumbs. And because I'm a female, oops, my shoulders are way up high. Because I'm a female, my left thumb is going to be crossed over the right. But if I were a male, my right thumb would be crossed over the left. So you choose, or what you identify with. And so left thumb is crossing over because I identify as a female. Or if you identify as a male, the right thumb crosses over. Now you want your hands between your stomach and your heart. And we're going to take a moment and I'm going to let you silently or out loud, Ram. And this is going to bring us to our fourth chakra. This chakra is coming into play in 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. This is your heart chakra. And many people think the heart chakra is red, but it's not. The heart chakra is actually green. And so there's lots of green crystals you can use. And you know what? When you use crystals, it doesn't have to be big to be powerful. I actually have a green skull too. And so some of you like to work with skulls. And so I'm going to place my green averagine is a good one. Place on there. Jade is another good one. But a very small crystal is just as powerful as a large crystal. So just really a lot has to do with how you program it, and that's a whole nother thing. So we're going to get into the heart chakra, which is green energy. That sound is yam. It is an air element. Notice how our chakras are different elements that have to do with earth. earth, air, fire, water. Right now we're on air, and it's the thymus gland. And the thymus gland is what really helps to keep you healthy, but it develops mostly when you're a child. And so the heart chakra has a lot to do with your relationships, and you're feeling loved, and you're feeling whole and healed. So we're going to do some heart opening poses. I will warn you, if you are emotional right now, this might intensify your emotions. So be gentle with yourself, okay? I know for some people, they might be going through some tough things right now. So we're going to go into camel pose. I'm going to do a gentle camel and a deeper camel pose for you. So gentle camel is simply placing your hands under the small or lower part of your back, saying yum, or thinking I am loved, I am whole, I am healed, arching back. Now, some of you might not be able to lean back far, so just hold that back and just gently look up. Again, yum. Now, for those of you more advanced, we like to put our hands down on our heels. We like to have a really deep stretch as we're opening up that heart chakra. But it's really important to come forward and rest for a moment after you do that heart opening pose. And since we are down low, we are going to come around and do another heart opening pose called the fish pose. I like to do the fish pose two different ways. I like to place my legs straight first and pretend to make a fishtail actually. Come down on my elbows, place my hands under my back, and let your heads drop. Now, some of you that are playful, you can make fishy faces. If you do this with your kids, make fishy faces. Or you can just think about how you are healing right now, how whole you are right now, how you're opening up that heart chakra. You're opening it up to the universe, to the healing powers of the universe, so that you can feel loved. So important. The other way I like to do fish pose is crossing my legs. So I'm just switching sides to show you. I'll come back down on my elbows, put my hands underneath my bottom, and head drops. This is a beginner way to do fish pose for those of us that don't maybe have the strength to hold your back in this pose. And again, in your heart chakra, opening up is yum. And then we're going to come forward, do a passive pose to that very active pose. Very good. Now, for the mudra, when you use your hands in yoga, you're going to place your left hand holding your thumb and index finger together upwards on your knee. Your right hand, holding your thumb and your index finger, is going to go right in front of your heart. And you might see pictures of the Buddha this way. This is a very, very powerful mudra. Why do we do mudras in yoga? Because it has to do with creating and connecting energy. Even though you cannot see it, that energy is there. What color is your heart mudra energy today? There is another color that does associate with it when you work with the angels. And that is often a pink color that is associated with the heart chakra. It's the highest level that the heart chakra can get to. So although I showed you green, please know that pink is another wonderful crystal to use. And so I'll get one out for you. And I love hearts. So here is a rose quartz heart that we'll put right next to it. And we'll get our heart chakras raised to that high, loving, beautiful, whole, and healed energy. All right, moving on. The throat chakra. Of all chakras, this one for me, hands down, was my favorite from day one, because I felt like my throat chakra was fine. I felt like, oh, that throat chakra is balanced. That throat chakra, first of all, is the color blue, and it's one of my favorite crystals too. It's sodalite. You can use any kind of blue or crystal. And your throat chakra, the sound associated with it is hum. It looks like ham spelled out, but it's hum. This has to do with the space element. And this has to do with if you can speak your truth. This is where I have no problem. It's probably overdeveloped. And so can you speak your truth? I want you to think about that for a moment. Continuing the sound of hum. We are going to go into lion's breath first. Lion's breath is great to do around cold and flu season too, just not in front of anybody, because you're going to get your tongue stretched out to your chin on your exhale of a breath. So you're going to inhale, exhale, stretch that tongue to touch your chin, and you're kind of almost spitting out anything in your throat to clear that throat. And let's try again. You're going to inhale. Are you honest, lions? Are you truthful, lions? Are you expressive, lions? If you're a Leo, you know what I'm talking about. That zodiac sign is all about the lions. And there's your lion's breath. Another great pose for your thyroid, that's also your thyroid area, and your throat chakra, of course, is plow pose. Now, plow pose might be very difficult for some of you to do. So some of you, your plow pose might only look like this. And that's okay. But for some of you more advanced, you're going to bring your feet all the way back. For some of you, you can touch the floor behind you. For others, you can't. It is okay. The beauty of yoga, what I love about yoga, is that it doesn't matter what level you're at. You will benefit from even a breath, even a mantra, chant, even a mudra, using our hands. Anything will help in yoga, even just one thing. So that is something that I just love. So one of the chants I want to do for you today is I am happy, I am healthy. I am happy, I am healthy. Satnam, 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 Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. Satnam, truth is my essence. Satnam, Satnam, Ji, happy. Waheguru, 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 Ji. Waheguru, I greet the teacher. So let's try that just one more time. We're going to try that one more time. I know I always tell you to do the sound of hum, but for this one, I think it's important to get things out. So we're going to get it out. I am happy, I am healthy. I am happy, I am healthy. Satnam, 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 Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. Satnam, 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 Ji. I'm going to do it one different way. Waheguru, 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 Ji. That way it brings your chakra energy up. So I hope you're happy, and I hope everybody is healthy. We're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to have our thumbs touching, and our palms are going to be upward in this mudra. And one last time, either saying, hum. I speak my truth. I am the truth. I can express myself. Just changing my little cheat-sheet notes for me so I can see our next chakra. We're getting there. We're getting on to the 6th chakra right here. It's often called the brow chakra between your eyebrows, or the 3rd eye chakra. Oh boy, this is your upper chakras. This one in your crown chakra, those are the highest levels that you can reach and you can open. All right, this chakra has to do with seeing the light. And this chakra helps you feel connected and aware of everything going on around you, helps you listen to your inner voice. How many times do we listen to our inner voice? It is the color indigo. And so I have an indigo crystal. You might not see, it's a little bit purplish. I'm going to place that one there. It's an amethyst that I have for that, if you're wondering. We are going to do a couple poses to help us to focus that third eye, but to be quite honest, there are so many things involved in opening up your third eye. In yoga, we work towards that with the chakras, but meditation can help open your third eye. Yoga breaths can help open your third eye. Yoga poses itself with the breath can open it. They're doing kriyas, doing the pose and the breath, all towards attaining that. So just know that, and for some it's easier than others. For some it takes years, for others it's like that. And so anyway, let's do what I like to call monkey see, monkey do. Monkey hear no evil, see no evil, say no evil. Plug your ears with your thumbs, cover your eyes with your top two fingers, cover your mouth with your bottom two fingers. Look inward. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to that connection. The sound, of course, you can say with your upper chakras is Om. Om. Feel the connection. You can do that breath for many minutes to help you look inward instead of outward. If you work with any of the special needs population, this is one of my favorite breaths for them to do because it blocks out all the outside noise all around you. And it does help you focus inward. Very good. And so for this one, we are going to actually take our middle fingers, press them together, fold the rest of your fingers in, point that fingers up, put it right at the center of your chest. Have those middle fingers touching. Om. All right, not to rush. We're on to our last chakra for the 7 chakras. I know there's more, but those are your 7 main ones. We're going to go right up to the crown chakra, and that one is your violet. It is a very light purple. Place that also on our grid. Okay, for your crown chakra, the sound Om, all about enlightenment. It is the highest level we try to attain in yoga. It takes gurus years and years to attain that level. But your crown chakra can also open up for many different ways, meditation or yoga. We're going to do an alternate nostril breath first, and then a pose or two. And then we're going to finish up with that mudra, and then we'll rest. So you're going to place a thumb or a finger on one nostril, inhale through the other, hold both nostrils, exhale from the first nostril, inhale that first nostril, hold closed with both fingers, exhale with the opposite one, inhale through that one, hold both, exhale through the other. Why are we doing this? Because it's balancing your body. That alternate nostril breathing balances everything. And in order for that crown chakra to open up to spirit, you need to balance your chakras from the ground up. It's just like building a house from the ground up. We're building the foundation from the ground up. You are so divine. And so we are going to go into a pose that this part of our head is going to touch the mat or the floor. It's called the hare pose, like a rabbit. And you're going to touch your feet at the same time as your head, the crown goes down and your bottom goes up. And that hair pose, having your head down, that's bringing attention and focus over there to your crown chakra, where all that energy will come in at times from the divine, from source, all of that universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the angels. Okay, and then also similar to the hair pose is something called kneeling mudra. The only difference in kneeling mudra is you don't touch your feet, you just bring your head down. This whole time, if you want the sound, you want your sound to have Om going on with it. All right, our last mudra for the 7th chakra. You interlace your fingers again. If you identify as a male, the right thumb is on top. If you identify as a female, the left one is on top. But your pinkies stay out and they stay up. And we're going to have these in front of our stomach, facing upwards. Om. You are divine. We're going to take a few moments now. We're going to lay down to rest. As you're laying down to rest, I want you to think about which of the chakras resonated with you. Usually the chakra that resonates with you is the one that you need to focus on at that time. Our chakras are always spinning, and sometimes they're spinning faster, sometimes they're spinning slower. Sometimes our chakras are affected by the environment. Our chakras are affected by the toxins around us, the food we eat, the people around us, situations in our life. And your chakras then in turn do affect your body and your health. So it is very, very important to have balanced chakras. And as you're resting, try to close your eyes, bring your hands down to your sides, palms facing up, palms facing open. As you're doing that, I'm going to go through the 7 chakras. I needed to get up to just see my notes because I can't remember all of this. So forgive me if you're looking at the screen. Don't look at me. Just look inwards. Look at you. We're going to talk about the first chakra we did, the root chakra. And that color red is at the base of your spine. And this chakra energizes you and grounds you. It connects you to this earth plane and to independence. The chakra also represents that red root chakra, your basic needs and your survival instincts, food, shelter, love, nurturing, security. If this chakra is balanced, besides being very bright red, you are going to feel confident and strong and secure and stable. But if this chakra is not in balance, you might feel very fearful and you might not even know why. You might lose your sense of smell. You have to be grounded before you can connect with others. If this chakra is not balanced, it is going to affect the rest of your body. Moving up from the beautiful red, ruby red chakra, we're going to go to your sacral chakra, your reproductive chakra. And that one is at your sacrum. Sacrum. Funny how that works. It is right behind your abdomen, just at the base of your spine. This, my friends, is your creativity location. When it's in balance, you have really good imagination. You'll have pleasure. You'll have joy. You'll feel energized. You manifest from here. It's the sacredness of our being. But when it's not balanced, you might feel very, very vulnerable. You might fantasize. You might have some very unhealthy indulgences or urges. We're going to move you on to your third chakra, or the solar plexus, located at the navel area or the solar plex area. This chakra deals with your identity, with your self-esteem, with your ability to be in charge. When it's balanced, you can achieve great things and be very healthy. It's how we process things in our life. But when it's not in balance, you may feel a bit tired, burned out, sick, or even greedy. Moving on to your heart chakra, where your upper and lower chakras connect. Heart chakra is so important. This chakra is the heart, is the center of our chest. It is associated, of course, with love, with trust, with empathy, and with forgiveness, which is going to come into play this week with the full moon. You want to forgive. When in balance, you have great compassion, and you can do very selfless acts. This is like the term unconditional love. But when it's not in balance, you may have trouble expressing yourself, expressing love, and you might be very emotionally confused. Your heart and your circulatory system might be affected. Also, those people you meet that might be very ruthless in business might have a blockage in their heart chakra. Moving up to our throat chakras. This chakra has to do with your communication skills, your speech, and your personal expression. When this is in balance, you can be very direct and you can communicate your needs. When it's not in balance, you might be very opinionated, very blunt, or the opposite, where you're afraid to speak your opinion and get things off your chest. This chakra has to do with speaking your truth. Next is your third eye, or your brow chakra. This chakra is located between your eyebrows. It has to do with intuition and knowledge, perception and truth. When it's in balance, you're able to visualize and understand very difficult concepts. You can hear that little voice in your head when it makes good choices. When it's not balanced, you may experience headaches, eye problems, or not be able to understand reality or the world around us. This chakra also affects the lower brain, the eye, and the ears. Lastly, for today, we're going to talk about the crown chakra. This chakra is at the very above the top of your skull. This chakra is associated with your spirituality, your faith, and inspiration. And when it's in balance, you understand and believe in a higher purpose, a higher self. You may experience spiritual enlightenment, but when it's not in balance, you will not understand or have that spiritual connection. You might not know why. You also can experience headaches, light sensitivity, and even mental illness for some. This chakra affects the upper brain and the right eye. And so if any of those resonated with you, I invite you to watch this back, do the section on each chakra, go back to some of Adam's chakra teachings. And at this time, if you're ready to rise up unless you already did during that portion. It's very one-sided here. I cannot see you, but that's okay. We're going to sit up and we are going to rub our hands together. Rub our hands connecting the left and right side of the brain, the creative side, the critical side. All those chakras, we're going to invite the energy to shine bright chakras. We're going to place our hands in front of our hearts. We're going to take a deep inhale in. On our exhale, a really strong Om. Om. Namaste, yoga friends, spirit mind family. I hope you had a great yoga day with me. Thank you, Adam, for having me. I did it. Woo, woo. I
My
got through this.
pleasure. Yeah, right
I
you start, I had to run and change my shirt because I was like I wasn't in my yoga clothes. I ran inside, changed my shirt. So you can't see that, but we've got a big Om symbol here for the occasion.
Oh, I love it. I love Ohms. They're all through my studio and
I'm
house.
sure
I
they
love
are.
Ohms.
I'm sure they are.
They are. Those and Buddhas are everywhere.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. I hope that those of the friends that took today's class, whether it's tomorrow, next week, whenever, that you all enjoyed it.
Thank you. And if you want to contact Doreen for, oh wait, let me find the right thing, the right one here to where you guys have been commenting a lot. I can't find where I posted Doreen. Here we wow, it's way up. You guys, good job with the commenting. All right, there's their website. Um, that's mostly
Thank you. The children's, yep,
children's
that
school.
is the website.
So if you want to contact her further, there's that, and we'll see Doreen in a month. And that was great. I enjoyed it. And yeah, again, apologies for the connection issues. What can I say? Yeah.
I
But
didn't see anything on my end, Adam, but if there was,
you know, it could have just sometimes it only reflects back to me. So if you guys aren't seeing the distortion, that's wonderful.
well, mine's strong, so hopefully mine was good. I don't have any issues here.
Yeah. Mine is variable. Well, it's the Catskill Mountain. What can I say? All right. Anyways, so we've got at 7 o'clock, we've got Virgo from the Psychedelic Actualization channel talking about the role of, or the potential role of plant medicine, psychedelics, in spiritual evolution and growth. And that should be really interesting. There's a lot of science now supporting that use of that in things like psychology and counseling, and things like mushrooms are being decriminalized. It's an interesting time. So we're going to dive into that topic in just about an hour now. So we'll see some of you later. If not, well, you can see this as a video. This yoga class will be up on the channel as a video forever. And yeah, as long as the channel's up. So anyways, thanks again. Gonna say good night. Good night.
Good night. Namaste.
Namaste.